Hi, my name is Georgie Gontakis. I am 23 years old and I am going to be participating in this online course of Gerontology 400. What brings me to this course, I just recently graduated from Golden West College with my ADN, so now I am a nurse and I am working at Hoag Hospital, but I'm working on my bachelor's. So this course is not only a capstone, but it's really related to nursing field, which is why I chose it. So that's the reason why I'm here. What interests and aspirations do you have related to gerontology? Well, like I said, I work in a critical care unit, but just in the hospital in general, we see geriatric patients probably a majority of the time. I was reading online. It's on the American Psychological Association website. It says that by 2020, the geriatric population should move from 46 million to 98 million in 2020, which is about in a year and a half, if not less. Um, and that'll be the first time in history that the geriatric population will outnumber children who are 5 years old and younger, which is that's just crazy. That's so many people. Um, it really makes me need to prepare as a nurse for how to care for these patients in the best way possible. And I was reading that after watching the video that was uploaded, I was shown basically that our healthcare is not well equipped to handle and provide care for these people because it's just not up to par. And I actually took a class this summer. It was nursing 450, I think it was, or 456, I can't remember. But it was basically on the delivery of healthcare and how these patients aren't able to afford it, and it's causing them to end up in CCU or ICU, basically because they didn't have any preventative help. So I think by taking this course, I'll be a lot better equipped to provide care to these patients, so that they don't end up in these circumstances before it's too late. And after watching the video, I looked up, it's called commonwealthfund.org. It says that the researchers estimate that 70% of older adults, 70% of baby boomers as they age will need assistance of some kind for an average of 3 years, either in the home or in a healthcare facility. So that would be a lot of money for them to spend. So as a nurse, I need to make sure it's my duty to educate these patients and mostly educate them on how they can prevent these circumstances from happening before it's too late. Another interest to have in this course is because I actually live with my grandparents. My grandfather has ALS. They're both in their 70s, so according to the book, they're old, considering it's 75 to 84 years old is considered old. But having lived with them for about 3 years, I started living with them when I was in nursing school. It has completely changed my idea of the geriatric population. They're so capable, they're so independent. In the book, it was saying how common roles they're no longer being associated with chronological age. So basically, just because you're a grandma doesn't mean you're not going to be in college or be hiking or doing all these activities. And having lived with my grandparents, I can definitely see that. And I think this book that we're reading is really a positive outlook on geriatrics, and before we know it, we're going to be that population. So I think it's a really good source for us, and it sheds a really good positive light on the whole aging process, and it's not this dark thing, and it doesn't take away your independence, and you're not going to be socially isolated. And I've enjoyed reading it so far, so I think it'll teach me a lot, not only in my nursing field, but also my at-home life, dealing with my grandparents. So yeah. What do you know about older adults and the aging process? Well, I thought I knew a lot more, but then I took the practice quiz and got, I think it's 68%. I think in nursing school they only really teach you about the physiological aspects, but not really about the psychosocial, which is definitely just as important, if not more sometimes, dealing with these patients. So because of that, I'm definitely excited to get more knowledge about that. Lastly, what are your overall expectations of this course? My expectations is I hope to become a better, well-rounded nurse, a better supporting factor in these patients' lives, and just better able to provide care by knowing more about the situation, how to handle it, and just become a better nurse, well-rounded. So yes, I will put my references in the comment. I don't know if I can put them in the video, but yes. Thank you. Bye.